broken head by my bedside. New bromides to the sewerides. Pass your pubic hair green and squat down in egg whites. I am the never quite forsaken admonishments of the Moses, meeting a laughing, talking plant on fire. Knowing everybody back at base was about to call him a liar. Sit down, shut up, give me 40 push-ups. Sucks to be grapes, it sucks to be grape leaves. But I put my nose where no nose knows, and shucks, I sneeze, I suppose. My lady, she the Virago, who wired all the outlets and fixtures, and no logo, Mar-a-Lago, to get dirty pictures or water sports and underage coos. Seeing just who this deluded boob has the daring delight to tromp. I'm up above in the rafters watching my lady work. Dirty work, lady. You are an architectonic transmutation of celestial magic. Maybe opening your purse and revealing a lotus. A lotus, she declares, needs muddy waters. I went to Home Hardware and got a new vibrator. Flotsam, jetsam, ain't no mistaken. Here comes Brother Jepson in his Tango and Stetson. Oh, baby duck is a very bad boy, but you my baby duck too, boo. And I think that each of them tastes just fine. Broadside of the absence of the missing sense when coming face to face with a person about to suddenly lose all breath. Ariel and Nike shoes, Prospero apparently stealing the snooze. Oh, my dear Sally, will you comprehend in time, or did I choose to waste my life to die? Guess what? Father, shining bright. together in the night and make love. It is like lighting a parking ticket on fire and performing rituals with the ashes. In cahoots with the goth girls at the ice rink and their ostentatious eyelashes. Woo. Little Pete comes in with a parakeet. Yo, Pete, what's with the bird? Ain't you heard? To his company, lass, a bird is your third. Oh, I drive off the drovers, don't I? I masticate at great length on a leg of lamb. Pounded by disagreeable constellations in their mirth and mayhem. Don't no longer tell me so. If in the end you simply don't know. The resurrected Lord was a bicarbonate of soda. And now I'm on the sofa with a lemon loaf and a purple churros cigarette high enough to read the behavior of the surrounding wildlife as predictive. I'm not schizophrenic, I'm just a space alien who isn't doing more elaboration. He's taking a vacation. He's the last stop on the route to terminal constipation. Spinning, Dizzy Gillespie, swing low, sweet Cadillac. She's permanently undressed and I'm upstaged by how horribly I'm impressed. We did risque things in our youths, but that's the commencement of proper discipline and or proper delusion. I always know to whom I'm grooving, but I never really know who I'm fooling. Don't no longer tell me so. If in the end you simply don't know. Peacocking around. Please spare our hearts. The ambidextrous stripper took me for all I had. But in the end, in a way, I suppose I was sort of glad. When you're bumping about in the Lincoln Continental, loss of life and limb have to be considered incidental. The principle in play has its foot upon the pedal, but I hope that in hindsight my mandate be considered environmental. We fell in love the arms of the incubus. Now we need to get shots for tetanus. Hail Mary, proud and true. She followed the estuary to the zoo. The Taco Twat Brigade and the new taco truck they made. Unification of all humankind under the heel of the great cosmic bulldog. Miraculously all in attendance regained the gift of sight. Some even proceeding to enact their sorry plight. This night is to ribbons, as are we to the queasy unfoldings within us. Check the litmus. That poor Karen Black and her strabismus or whatever it is. Hail Mary, proud and true. She followed the estuary to the zoo. What's that poor little minx gonna do? Poor little Mary bending over to take a sip from the river. Hit from behind by an Econoline van and 12 hosers. 12 hosers, my lord, from Northern Ontario. Staring her underwear in the hubs, raising up a good old country scare. Let's ask Ivy. Ivy, what kind of goth are you? I'm the kind with a leprechaun king who works with Cheryl and Denise at the ice rink. I ask you, jealous Jason, fresh off the turbo station, if you prick us gals, do we not bleed? I'm afraid it's true, but what kind of goth, I ask, are you? Drinking Jim Beam in White River, Ontario, walk around with an axe in the black dress and heels. Dear Ryan Gosling, the evergreens just aren't the same without you. I'm sending tiny tears made out of paper and perfume. Astro progenitor, lady space master. I am, thanks for asking, the pineapple skull goth. I think it has something to do with the movie Pineapple Express, which I believe starred a large moth. I get off on frolicking and mischief like the Hardy Boys. If a foot taller and divested of all honorific, I carry death everywhere like a sack of cherished stone. Doing my alchemy in the front seat and wearing a mullet in the back, simulating the humping of a propane canister. What kind of goth? I who were indeed among the Pharisees, and had esophageal heresies, I'd expect you to grab me by my bony knees, and then go and have your disreputable way with me. Way, way out on the end of my ever so bony knee, with the last of the hard-drinking Pharisees. I can take from nature a simple thistle, and fashion of it an intercontinental ballistic missile. Pharisees don't pose. They never can manage to get the sand out of their roads. Do a handstand in the quicksand, never be heard from again. A man is an albatross, is a Polak, is a shoe full of gravy you are humping, out near the bins in need of dumping. There is no less nothing, even where there is no nothing, chewing on crushed ice, waiting for the medical resident with her unremitting ass flaps and cashback reach round slum racket. Bozo knows the nose. Bozo is one of them Pharisees. We see him all on the LRT, quietly drinking gin and iced tea.
So you are the king of the Jews?
This is less a king thing than it is a summer fling, and boom, bada, bang as the chimney sweeps sing and the cantilevers swing. Hold back the dawn, Olivia to Havilon. Woo, woo, woo. Who am I to woo the likes of you? Hand me a broom and dust off, if you'll excuse the cough. I hear you opened a microbrewery. Please pretend you never knew me. I'll be off amongst the Pharisees. There's mad trouble on the horizon. They say that temple's coming down. Stay with me. Believe me. Jesus themselves weren't good personal friends of mine. Oh no, Vincent Van Gogh, the poor mad bastard, put on quite a show. Punch drunk on the sun and of course the sunflowers. Or at very least they're yellow, as we all know. Conjecture has it that Vincent was in a field drunk and crazy, and accidentally shot himself with a pistol he somehow had on him. The man was permanently hounded. Maybe he was shooting at dancing fairies and microscopic angels. Maybe he was collateral damage. Tisk tisk implements the power of government over a state that can no longer check its power or the state of its state. Condition of conditions. Asking for permission to leave the jurisdiction. Friendly though you may be, I must please ask you to recede. This is the awning of the Mall of America.
Is this a death?